Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. This past month has been one of the worst reading months I think of my life. I don't know, I kind of started the month off in a little bit of a reading slump, and then I started getting some like health issues, and it really just put me in a weird mental, physical space. So I haven't wanted to do literally anything all month, and I think in total I read like 3 books. Let me check my Goodreads to like be exact. Yeah, I've literally read 3 books. The Scarlet Veil, Savage Lover, and Powerless from the Chestnut Springs series, and all 3 of those were like in the beginning of the month. I am in the middle of 2 books currently. I've been kind of very slowly picking my way through Foxglove, and then also I did pick up the 2nd book in the Neon God series from the library a couple of days ago, and I've actually been flying through that one. So I kind of feel like I'm slowly but surely coming out of my reading slump, hopefully. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and pick our March TBR using our TBR prompt jar, and hopefully we can get ourselves out of this never-ending reading slump. And hopefully I start feeling better sometime soon, because for the love of Pete. All right, so prompt number 1. Let's do this one. This one says, a book by an author you've never read before. The majority of the books on here are pretty new, and the majority of them also are from authors that I've never read before. So we've got a lot to choose from. This one. Literally all of them except for like maybe 5 or 6. Honestly, the thing that I feel like reading the most out of all of these books is this one, which is kind of the most inconvenient to get to. This is 3 Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. This is essentially about a set of triplets that are born every generation, and they're each born with their own special power, which I love the concept of, but also only one of them can be queen. And when they turn 16, I think it is, they have to like fight to the death until one of them survives, I guess. It definitely sounds a little dark, but I'm also just very excited for it. Like the second I found out about this book, I was like, I need to read this. So it's been pretty high on my like want to read. It just sounds like everything that I love about fantasy. So there's our first book. Prompt number 2, let's go ahead and go for this one. A book inspired by an element, air, fire, etc. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so right off the bat, we have A House of Salt and Sorrow. This one gives me very like ocean vibes. And this one, A Fall of Wrath and Ruin, although it has like birds and stuff, like the red kind of gives me like fire vibes. Also another like kind of water inspired one, we have Curious Tides, which literally has like an ocean featured on the cover. Ooh, we have A Sanctuary of the Shadow, which has a sun on it, so that could be kind of like fire related. Gothicana kind of gives me like earth vibes because it's very like dark, but it has a lot of like roses and vines and plant life on it. I don't know if it like screams earth though. I think we're going to pick from one of these 4. I don't think I'm going to go with either of these ones. They're just not calling to me right now. I think we're going to go ahead and go with A House of Salt and Sorrow. I'm very excited to get to this one eventually, but it's I think like an academia type of fantasy, and I don't know if I'm in the mood for that. But I am in the mood for this, which actually kind of reminds me a lot of this one in certain ways. Like this one's about 3 sisters that have to like fight to the death, and this one is about 12 sisters who keep dying in random weird ways, and I think one of them is trying to like figure out what's going on, and she also has ghostly visions. So there's our second book. Apparently I'm in like a fantasy sister mood. Prompt number 3, let's go for this one. A book you think you will rate 5 stars. Perfect. Perfect for being in a reading slump to be able to pick literally a book that I think I'm really gonna love. I'm very interested in reading One Dark Window. I'm also ready to read the next 2 books in the Chestnut Springs series and the Brutal Birthrights series, so those are definitely options. Also, I purchased Haunting Adeline recently, and I'm really curious about this one as well. Also though, I really want to do Caraval because I really want to get to Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is going to be harder than I thought it was going to be. I feel like the safest bet would be to pick this one, frankly, Reckless from the Chestnut Springs series, because this has been like one of my all-time favorite series. I just love these books so freaking much, every single one of them. But I feel like in the last 2 TBR jar videos, I've picked a book from one of these series. So I feel like it's kind of cheating at this point, you know, because I'm gonna read these regardless. So maybe I should just put these on my TBR, and we're gonna pick between either Haunting Adeline or One Dark Window. I do feel like I've recently been bit by the like spice smut bug. I haven't read anything like smutty or spicy in a while, I feel like, but I just randomly went to the library a couple of days ago and picked up the second and third book in the Dark Olympus series, and I've been really absorbed into that. So I think I'm in like a smutty kind of spicy mood. So this one is kind of the one I'm leaning toward a little bit more, but this one is so thick that it's making me want to pick this one. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm literally gonna flip a coin to see which one I want to read, because I can't choose. I honestly don't know. So let me grab a coin. I was able to find a quarter, so we're gonna do heads for Haunting Adeline and tails is gonna be One Dark Window. And I'm just gonna toss this in the air, and we have a heads. Focus, please. There we go. It's heads. So we are going to be reading Haunting Adeline. All right. Prompt number 4, we're gonna pick this one. Ooh, this one's fun. It says, you choose, viewers vote. So basically, I guess I'm gonna pick a few books and have you guys choose between them. How should I do this? I think what I'm gonna do is post 4 different books on my community tab, which by the time you see this, that'll already be done. So here's the results of the poll and the books that I ended up choosing, which obviously at this moment in time, I have no idea what the books are gonna be or how this went, but here's the results. And here's the book that we're gonna read. So that was our 4th prompt. Now our 5th and final one, I'm gonna pick this one. This one says, a book released within the last 3 months, which is also another good prompt to get while I'm in a reading slump, because the more recently I purchased a book, the more intrigued and interested I am in reading it. The only issue is I don't know if I have any that have been released within the last 3 months. Oh, this one. Just totally dropped my book. This one just came out. This is Sanctuary of the Shadow. I just purchased it. It came out in January. And it's kind of got like a circus type of vibe. Like somebody with powers is hiding at a circus, and then she meets someone that has come to the circus not knowing who he is or what he is, and he's got like deadly powers. So it's like a fantasy romance, I think, involving a circus, which sounds like a good time. Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands also just came out, I think in January as well. So this is another option. And honestly, I feel like this one is a little bit more intriguing to me at the current moment than this one. I already have a couple of fantasy novels, a couple of romances, a dark romance. So I think I'll need to like switch it up a little bit and do the Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, because I feel like this one will be a good little reprieve, I guess, or just kind of like something slow and cozy to pick up if I feel like it. And with that, that is our March TBR. Looking at this pile, it doesn't really scream like March vibes to me. March feels kind of like the beginning of spring. You know, I'm thinking of like florals, light, fun. And the only book really that gives me that vibe is this one. All the rest of these, not so much. But I think these are all books that I'm excited for. So hopefully we have better luck this month actually reading our TBR. And let's really quickly kind of go back over our books. So we have 3 Dark Crowns, House of Salt and Sorrow, Bloody Heart, Reckless, Haunting Adeline, Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands, and then of course we have our last and final 7th book of our March TBR, which is the one from the poll, which obviously as of right now I don't know what it is, but you do, here she is. And hopefully this little stack will kind of help me like climb my way out of this reading slump hole that I've been in for weeks.